Hello everyone, welcome to C Programming on the Mac Tutorial 2. In the last tutorial I showed you how to download all the tools required for all these tutorials and to program on the Mac. If you haven't seen that video, check out the channel, easy to find. Alright, so in this tutorial I'm not going to be showing you anything to do with programming. That will be the third tutorial I will actually start. In this one, I just want to show you how to use the tools that we have downloaded, or we did download from the last tutorial. So what you're going to want to do is go to your Finder and go to your Macintosh hard drive. All of your tools are put in this developer folder. Double click that, and everything is in the applications folder. Well, the one thing that we're going to use is in the applications folder. It's called Xcode. Xcode is what we will use to compile and use all these programs, or run all our programs in. So just drag it to the dock for easy access. And just get out of this if you want. So now we're going to launch Xcode. So when you launch it, you get this nice little welcome window that shows all your recent projects, and it gives you three options right here: create a new Xcode project, getting started with Xcode, and the Apple Developer Connection, which is just the website that we download all the tools from, and this is also just documentation to help you program on the Mac. And there's also an open other option down here to open your projects afterwards, and this little checkbox right here is the option to not show this window or show this window on startup of the program. So anyway, we are obviously going to create a new project for the first time. So in all these tutorials that I do, for C1s anyway, I'm going to use the command line tool, which is what every C program is going to use. Since C is just fairly basic, that's what we use. So as you can see on the side, they have iPhone, Mac OS X. This is in the application section, just at the bottom, command line tool. Make sure and type C, it should be automatically, but if it's not, change it. Alright, so you just go choose, and now we're going to have to create a new project. So we're going to go to the desktop, and well, you can save this anywhere you want, doesn't matter. We're just going to create a new folder, and let's call it C Programming. Wow, I cannot spell today. C Programming. Make that a folder, and in it we are just going to start with lesson 2. And I mean, you can label these anything you want, it doesn't really matter. Lesson 2, I'm not actually going to be teaching you anything about this, so just bear with me. So anyway, here you have your execution window, which is basically just your code window of where everything's going to display. This and this are not ever touched. In these tutorials, you're not going to ever mess with this. All you touch is this file right here. This is main.c. The .c file extension is just C programming. So that is very simple file extension. So I'm not going to explain this yet. That will be in the next tutorial. I just want to show you how to run this. So to run all the programs that we do, we're going to go to Run and Console. Console is Shift Command R if you want a shortcut, since you might go to it a lot in these tutorials. I just tend to keep it open because it's easier that way instead of trying to open it all the time. So anyway, once you have it open, all you have to do is hit the Build and Run button. So what all these compilers do is they take your code in the C language and they compile it, which basically means it converts it into computer code, which is zeros and ones, etc., so the computer can actually read what you have written. This is just a higher level code so that it's easier to understand for humans. So what we're going to do is hit the Build and Run button, and as you can see, it has all this other stuff that is not really, nobody cares about it. All you have to know is the stuff in bold right here after it runs, and sometimes this screws up, it doesn't really matter, but the stuff that's printed here in bold is what you're actually what this programmer here did. So The programs will obviously get a lot more complex, but this is just basic way of running your program. That's all I wanted to show through this video. And when you don't want any of this stuff, because after you run it a few times, it gets a lot of trash in the console window. So after a while, you can just clear it all out, and that's how you clear it. Clear your log button. So that's pretty much all you really need to know for right now. Everything will be done in this window. Everything over here is actually explained in the Apple website. You also don't need to touch any of this in our tutorials because all we're working with is this one nice class right here. So anyway, this is lesson 2, and I hope you come back for the next lesson, lesson 3, and we'll start actually learning how to program. Alright, see ya.